Mr. Speaker, we already know many of the effects that clear-cutting and spraying system has had on our forests. Earlier this month, a study led by New Brunswicker Matt Betts found that clear-cutting has caused between 33 million and 104 million bird deaths between 1985 and 2020 in the Maritimes. This Sunday is International Day for Biological Diversity. So what better time for the Minister of Environment to make a big announcement here in the Legislature? The very least that this Minister of Environment can do is start by protecting our drinking water watersheds by phasing out glyphosate use in them, as was recommended by the Environmental Stewardship Committee that he is a member of. So my question, Mr. Speaker, is has the Minister of Environment safeguarded our drinking water supplies by banning the spraying of pesticides over protected, legally designated watersheds? Yes or no?
Minister of Natural Resources and Energy Development.
Mr. Speaker, it's a pleasure to end the House and talk about the great work that the Department of Natural Resources, in conjunction with the Department of Environment, have been doing since 2018 when we came into government to protect our environment and to expand the areas where diversity can thrive. When it comes to the issues of reports from Mr. Betts, very pleased to say that the Department of Natural Resources has spoken at several points with Mr. Betts and talked an incredible amount about the work that we can do collaboratively together. He's been in my office. I've been on the phone with him. I'm excited about the work and the research he's done. And what's really exciting is that his research and his work is affirming the direction that we are moving in the Department of Natural Resources. We have put significant work together to expand protected natural areas, unprecedented work to provide mitigation strategies for species at risk. I'd love to have the member opposite ask some more questions as it relates to the good work we're doing for biodiversity and ecological sustainability here in the province of New Brunswick.
The member from Memnon-Cook-Cantermar.
And yet, Mr. Speaker, the forest continues to be degraded. And we asked this question to the Minister of Environment last week, didn't get an answer. I asked again today, didn't get an answer. I'm going to ask another question. Over 35,000 New Brunswickers have signed a petition calling for a ban on the spraying on Crown lands of glyphosate, the largest petition in New Brunswick's history. The Minister of Environment is a member of the Environmental Stewardship Committee, which made 20 recommendations about glyphosate use, including a ban under power lines. The Minister of Environment is responsible for administering and enforcing New Brunswick's Pesticides Control Act. NB Power can only spray glyphosate under its power lines if the Minister of Environment issues them a permit under the Act. So my question, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to hear from the Minister of Environment, has he signed NB Power's permit to spray under its power lines this year? Yes or no? And if he can't remember, then I would ask him to take it under advisement, Mr. Speaker, and come prepared next week.
Time, member. The Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I missed the last part. I couldn't hear quite what you were saying. Regarding your questions last week and the question today, we believe strongly in protecting land and the water, and a standing committee on the climate change and environmental stewardship, as you know, was created to address these concerns that you mentioned. Regarding a number of issues, including the use of pesticides, we're reviewing the Standing Committee on Climate Change and Environmental Stewardship report now. NB Power has submitted, for your information, an application for a pesticide permit, which is currently under review by the department. The permit has not yet been issued. NB Power has committed to not spraying pesticides under transmission lines that are located within designated protected watersheds. Also, the department has not issued permits for the spraying of pesticides or Crown land that is located within designated protected watersheds. Thank you.